Hello, my friends. I'm Glacia Rain. Welcome to my channel. So this video is for the beginning of May, and I'm just going to start out with the Ascension symptoms. So people are feeling a lot of completions right now. So a lot of stuff has been coming up where people in the collective are feeling like they're really going through it, but it's kind of everything wrapping up. And then some people are in a holding pattern because they have just gone through a lot of stuff and it seems like things aren't really progressing, even though things really are shifting and changing. So the holding pattern is because we are collectively moving forward and progressing in our ascension process, right, as a collective on this planet. And then there's the individual processes involved in that transition into higher awareness and higher timelines. So the people who are in the holding patterns are either in between really big completions or have already completed a lot of stuff and are kind of just holding that higher vibration, holding space, while others are breaking down to have their breakthroughs, right? So breakdowns lead to breakthroughs. There is also an ability to read energy better. So a lot of people are starting to have their telepathy come online, which is a natural thing. It's just one of your natural abilities through your intuition to be able to read energy in the field around you. So we all are surrounded by this energy bubble. And in that energy bubble, there is different things like patterns of light. And some of them are kind of stuck patterns, right? And other ones are thoughts that people have thought a lot or that people around them have thought about them a lot. And so we're starting to pick up on that stuff, and you'll notice people saying the same things at the same time, right? So there's kind of a synchronicity that's happening between people in the collective, and it's actually pretty exciting and fun. So another symptom is that we're starting to have a new sense of optimism, that things are going to be okay. And a lot of people are turning away, myself included, turning away from the negative news, from what is going wrong, from all this dark stuff. And that's because we know that we are the creators of these timelines. And if we keep paying attention to this darker element that is trying to create this horrific reality, then we're going to help co-create that. But because we're powerful creator beings, we can shift our attention into something and create this new set of timelines that don't involve the enslavement of humanity and the degradation of the human body. Okay, so anything that is in your body becomes your property. And as a sovereign being, you have a say of what you can do with it, right? So you can dissolve and disintegrate different things that come into your body with your energy and intention, as long as you know your power and you haven't given it away to something or somebody else. So this is leading to another one of the symptoms, which is kind of this new sense of sovereignty. Like, I don't have to buy into things just because other people are putting them out there, right? So a lot of you are feeling that. I know you are. And then things are beginning to feel lighter. Like I said, this new sense of optimism. So the reason things are feeling lighter is because we wrapped up a very large cycle toward the end of March, right? And so it took us a while to integrate all of those changes throughout April. And now as we're moving into May, we're starting to feel lighter and lighter. And the energies are supporting us in amazing ways right now. So while we integrate, we sleep a lot. So a lot of you have been sleeping and eating more than usual. And sometimes it can go the other direction. There's not just one way to move through the ascension process. So if you find that you're eating less and sleeping less, that may just be your unique way of processing the energies, or you may do the opposite. So it really depends on what your body wants and how you tend to process your anxiety or stress or things like that, right? Because if those are trapped in the field, you have a lot of anxiety or worry, you're probably not going to be able to eat very much because that area of your body is already overloaded with some type of energy, right? And that would be where worry and anxiety kind of set up in that solar plexus area. So if you're sleeping a lot, let yourself sleep. Really listen to the body, especially if you're asking it to do things like clear itself out of anything that's been bogging it down, like, different things in the environment or different things that you have taken into it knowingly or unknowingly, and kind of in a detox of sorts, and your body will need to sleep. If you are in a detox, that comes with headaches and possibly stomach aches and rashes and things like that. And anything that doesn't fit this higher vibration that the planet is moving into will have to be detoxified from your body, because it's not just the humans going through the ascension process. It's everything here. The whole entire reality that we live in is evolving and upgrading. And it's doing it because we're asking for something greater, because we are these amazing creator beings and we have the ability to create something greater. And so in order to create, we're breaking down the older things and the older kind of structure that was keeping us out of our sovereignty and out of our personal power, so that we can build something that allows sovereignty and allows us to stand in our power and live peacefully with each other. We don't need to have wars on this planet. It's ridiculous. We know it is. There's no need to fight. There's a lot more of us that want peace than there is people who want war. So there's a greater sense of knowing that things will be okay. And that really, if we each handle the turbulence and the trauma within ourselves, that's going to be reflected in the external environment. So if you think about the whole collective and all of the trauma that we've been through, and that is purging out now, you can see the planet is also reflecting that through different volcanoes and earthquakes and things like that. And some of that may be done through CERN and HARP, and the different kind of things that are done against the planet and against humans through technology. And some of it, though, is the planet. The planet is going to reflect the collective expression. And right now, there is a lot of turmoil and a lot of people are upset. But that's also shifting and calming down. The peak of that has happened, okay? So things are getting lighter and things are getting better. So another symptom is a feeling that time is speeding up, like almost like all of the days are kind of blending into one, where it's Monday and then suddenly it's Friday and you're like, I don't even know how that happened, but it did, right? And so that has to do with the higher vibration, because the planet is moving into a higher vibration. You're moving into a higher vibration. Everything's starting to vibrate higher. So time seems to be speeding up. So another one of the symptoms that we're having is nightmares and dreams are starting to get a little bit more intense. And some of that is you processing during dream time and kind of working out some of these different traumas and some of these different ideas and having these completions with dream time. And some of it is actually mind control and imprinting through the mind control system that's been set up on the planet. And that's mostly like weird dreams or sexual dreams or war dreams, scary dreams like nightmares. That's more the stuff that's being triggered to create energetic harvest. But some of the dreams are not that, so it's not just one way or the other, because we do process during dream time and we get a lot of information because the different levels of ourselves start to communicate and express information to us while we're not in our conscious mind. Okay. Now, another thing is your ability to manifest is getting better and better for many of you. Actually, all of you. It's just that some of you are focusing on things you don't want to manifest. So that would be fear-based manifestation, which is unintentional, okay? We're also able to manifest through intention and deliberate creation through our focus on what it is we want. Now, I'll go into this in another video about how to make sure that you're not doing both of those, manifesting what you don't want and trying to manifest what you do want, and therefore getting a mixed result because you're sending out mixed signals. There's different levels of ourselves that have to work together in order for us to truly manifest our pure intention or pure desire, right? So with that, I'm going to end this now because those are the Ascension symptoms. And the next video, I'll come back and we'll talk a bit more about the manifestation. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. All of you are doing absolutely spectacular. When I look into the collective timelines, it is really beautiful what I'm seeing. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's being projected out there, but it's almost like what I'm seeing is the sun coming through these rain clouds and just breaking things up. And that light is coming to the planet, and we are all integrating it and doing such an amazing job anchoring higher consciousness into this level of reality, which means we're changing this reality with that higher consciousness. So keep up the good work, my friends. You are truly spectacular beings. You deserve to feel amazing because you are amazing, and we've got this. So I'll be back soon. Much love.